If you can say that a group can get together and take over the lawmaking function of the parliament, why can't a group get together and take over the constitution amendment function of parliament?
We've got what you said. I think you summed it up very correctly. Shazia, frankly, I think that is a concern, and he just summed it up, I think, in a rather articulate fashion, that a lot of people do have. That at the end of the day, however laudable the cause, I don't think there's anybody who will say corruption is good. Everyone says corruption must be exterminated. But there are people who are saying that is there a certain amount, is what is happening out here, 5 people, 6 people, 7 people, no matter how great they are, can they really arrogate to themselves lawmaking for the rest of the country? That's the point.
The 5 people who've been part of Team Anna, who've been working with the draft committee meetings and who've been part of it, have done it with joint consultations with a whole lot of people, and I have seen a whole lot of them. So it's just not the 5 persons. One. So let me finish.
Overtake a democracy and
there are 2 Lokpal bills right now. There were 5 government members and 5 Team Anna members who got together and sat through several meetings, and draft committee meetings proceeded as decided, and only after Anna sat on a hunger strike in April, after which the government decided to come clean on it and do something about it.
No, I think...
Has it come clean on it?
Yeah, come clean on it. This has been
wrong language, I'm sorry.
No.
Okay, you heard what she said. You heard what Shekhar said. Is there something slightly undemocratic about all this?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, there's one issue here, which is clearly that people have gone out because they're unhappy about what is going on, right? They want change. Now, you know, but you still have to, you know, and the political leadership has to wake up, the government and the opposition, and, you know, put in mechanism that makes these changes. But at the same time, you know, there's a parliamentary democracy, so it needs to be give and take. I mean, the people are not, and I don't think they're demanding either to take over, you know, and there needs to be some kind of compromise, because the government, I think, has to reach out, and the member of society too. So.
Yeah, I feel...
did you share the concerns that Shekhar...
I share the concerns. I have a lot of people who I communicate to also who have similar opinions and are worried about that grey area in the middle, which is not being talked about at all. And I feel this, my personal opinion, is that was the intention also where the first protest happened, to let's see what the government comes up with a bill that is somewhere close to what we want, and that was obviously not in place, very far away.
Is there a bit of my way or the highway taking place right now?
It seems like that a little bit, but I feel also that given a chance to start a discussion, getting the people together, we're talking about reasonable people. I mean, I want these people to head something and at least drive a discussion more than anything else.
Rajiv, you said that your intention is also to start a debate. Is it, at the end of the day, as Shekhar said, a bit of my way or the highway? They have another version of the Jan Lokpal, of a Lokpal bill. The government has a version, you've got a version which is out there now as a private member's bill.
He has a version.
Shekhar has a version, that's what I said. But I'm saying, so in all of these versions, should anybody really say, you have to accept my draft or else?
No, I think, Vikram, let's be a bit fair to the Anna team. I think they spent a couple of months engaging with a little private exercise with the government. You know, we really don't know what happened in that meeting, but it seems that after that whole process, the government came back and said, here's fait accompli, take a bill, that's our bill. So I think there have been egos involved here. The government has said, take our bill, it's the highway or the no way.
Okay.
Now,
on
of course, the Team Anna group...
Okay.
No, I don't have to answer to Renuka on what authority I say it. I'm going to say it as I say it.
Don't also stay what you have to say.
Yeah, so let me just say my piece. I accept that you're in Delhi and you think a lot of authority flows from there.
Okay.
Yeah. Who's they? Who's they?
Fine, Rajiv, finish what you're saying, Rajiv.
No. So my point here is, and if I can not be interrupted, my point here is there has to be a compromise. The Parliament is the legislation-making body as envisaged by the Constitution. The Parliament must engage with the civil society, the Team Anna team, the Aruna Roy team, and the various other people who have a view on Jan Lokpal bill. Okay. And we have to create a process of compromise where there is a bill that works. It's not about just headlining, it's not about grandstanding, it's not obfuscation and smoke.
So start a wider process of consultation and come up with a bill that actually works. Fine, that's fair enough. Yeah. Kanchai Lai, I want to get some final thoughts from you.
You know, I have the copy of the advertisement of the government Lokpal bill here, which does not want to include the Prime Minister, but after demitting the office, the Prime Minister's things can be included in the Lokpal investigation. But do the people who are in the Ramlila Maidan and all these crazy guys who are supporting Anna Hazare's so-called Team Anna, do they know what they suggested? They suggested in the selection committee, all Nobel laureates of Indian origin should be there in the selection committee of Lokpal bill. And last two Magsaysaya Award winners and all Bharat Ratna winners. This is crazy. And all this will be, by and large, will be the upper class, upper caste, and there is nothing about the rest of the people.
Please go to Ramlila Maidan and all the
Kanchalaya, we heard you. Shazia, you want to say something, then I'm going to go to the people who actually just come from there.
Please go to the people.
Dealing with your perception.
And
Let me throw the points you just made, Kanchalaya.
Faulty.
Okay.
The government selection committee constitutes of 5 people, which are 3 are government people. I would disagree with that.
Okay,
there
fine.
can be a compromise, but
you.
what is this kind of a recommendation?
All right, fine, we've heard you. I am going to actually go to some of the people who've come from the Ramlila ground and who were earlier camped outside Tihar. They are here with us in the audience. I'm going to turn to them when we come back.